topic that we always come back to. But today, we teachers are here to share with you all the great struggles and the emotional stress that the children are going through. Coronavirus, lockdown, infections, and quarantine. These words are now become a part of the next generation. But confronted with this unseen enemy, we are helpless. A huge plus in our lives in these distressing times is the advance in technology. We have access to various tech gods. The transition from hands-on classroom, traditional teacher to a virtual one has been a journey of self-discovery. To the older generation of 45 plus staff, it has been a personal learning experience as well. Education for school children has taken a beating. However, the teachers are doing all their best to bring children on par and provide them with the stability and continuity. Definitely both children who enjoyed the break from school initially are craving to go back for many of the following reasons. The school environment that rejuvenates them as they are constantly interacting with peers and mentors, which is missing now. The wonderful feeling and joy that comes as a result of touching, sharing, playing together is all missing now. The presence of their favorite teachers, the long corridors where the snack time chit-chat goes on is all missing now. Schools have opened up Zoom webinar classes, and the first week of lockdown was technologically challenging. Each teacher has evolved a style of her own, and we teachers thus try and make the online classes as interesting as possible. Even though for my good grooming subject, it is a bit difficult as I deal with a lot of practical classes like self-presentation, posture, dress sense, table etiquette, table manners, and lots of it. It's an ocean. The kids are now in an artificial environment of having to stare at the computer monitor. Even if they don't answer, they can be missed by the teachers very easily. The challenges faced by the teachers are many. The one-to-one teaching in regular classes has its own advantage, faced with the present situation where eye contact is definitely missing. We can take a leaf from our PM's book and clap loud and clear for all the little achievements, both personal and professional. Ladies, I would like to relate a very interesting incident that I experienced with one of my students called Lakshmi. This girl came to me through one of my very good friends, and she was to get married. Basically, this girl belonged to a very simple, very down-to-earth family, but she was coming from a very rich family. She lacked a lot of confidence. She had a lot of complexes. So my friend suggested that, Neelam, I think you should take her for some grooming lessons. So I agreed, and I told her, please ask her to come over. The next day, I was surprised to see her. She came with a notebook and a pen. I was just looking at her and I was wondering that she is so simple. And I mean, absolutely down to earth, very shy. And I was just wondering, and I would say she was absolutely simple. And I asked her, what would you like to learn from me? She says, well, ma'am, let me share this with you, that I'm going to get married very soon, say within 20-25 days. And I need to be groomed is because my fiancé is a very stylish, fashionable businessman from Chennai, and I need to cope with him. And for a moment I was wondering whether I will be able to sit with him. So I said, well, everything depends on your passion, on your hard work. I will teach you the basics of grooming. So she says, all right. And then the first thing what I told her was, grooming is all about doing the right thing at the right time. It's all about presenting the rules of acceptable human behavior under different circumstances. I also told her that it's all about how to dress, when to dress, where to dress, how to speak, when to speak, where to speak. It's again about how courteous you are at different circumstances that you come across. And you make use of the three magical words very, very often, and that is thank you, sorry, and please, which is very, very important. I also told her we are going to touch the topics on table etiquette, because as you say that your fiancé is a very stylish person who takes several trips abroad frequently, so you ought to know about table etiquettes, about table manners, how to set the table, what cutlery, what crockery you use, all that we will touch. And your behavior at the dining table is also very essential. How you use your fork and knife is also very important. She was quite amused. She kept on listening very, very keenly. And to my surprise, she kept on noting the points. I was wondering that whether she's going to allow those points going back home, but she did do that. And I even noticed that she had come back with practicing them, because it was too short a time for her to be ready for her marriage. And last but not the least, she picked up the dress sense, the makeup, the good posture that I taught her, and she was trained in which she was very, very, she looked really good, I would say. I was amazed that she also picked up how to do the threading part, which I also teach the children in school. They're so amused, threading your eyebrows, threading your upper lip, which is so very, very exciting for the children. And she picked it up so quickly. I was really amazed. But this was all possible with her determination and passion. Lakshmi was ready and all set to get married. Well, I was extremely happy that the girl I saw 12 days back with no confidence, so shy and simple, had turned entirely into a different, very well confident, groomed person, which I was very proud about. Well, this experience with Lakshmi was a beautiful one, and I shall always remember and cherish it, as well as Lakshmi would. Till this date, when she comes down to Coimbatore to visit her dad, she never fails to call me or meet me for having changed her life and the world for her. That's what she told me. Thanks a million, ma'am. I felt as a teacher that was the most wonderful and beautiful gift that I have ever received.
Welcome.
Thank you, ladies, for giving me this opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you, Neelam. That was really wonderful. The teachers address different sides of our personalities, and each and every part is so important. I will request Srividya to just continue with your introduction. And after that, Priya will introduce Vishalakshi quickly. Thank you, Srividya. Thank you, Neelam.
I'm putting the cart before the horse now. I'm sorry, I was having some issues with the internet. Now it's okay. Yeah, hailing from Baroda, she did her schooling at Sofia, followed by at Senior Cambridge, did her psychology as a major subject at Maharaja Saiji Rao University of Baroda with honors. Married happily and settled in Coimbatore. Still she has to learn her Tamil. Yeah. She always had a passion towards teaching children and good grooming and personality development with 25 years in a row and still on the go. She has conducted several workshops at various schools, colleges, and institutions such as GR High School,